Hello, YouTube. You heard me coughing. Yes, I'm going straight into Rubies. No, I don't want to. No, I will keep liking it. I liked this before I even watched it. We're going to Kurosawa Rubies video. So for her, this is branching off from the previous video. Her, where is your color? Yeah, there it is. Her color, like, it's like a, it's not hot pink. It's like a darker pink, I guess, compared to Riko's. Riko's is like a sakura color, cause Sakura Uchi Riko. Before I do anything, I'll just get straight into Ruby's one, and then I'll extend from whatever I said in Riko's video. Let's get straight into it. 1, 2, 3, go. 見たことない夢の希望追いかけて Yo! Man! シャイニーの走り出すこの気持ちまっすぐにこいてよく君を探してんだよちょっと待って何へもに飛び出そう僕たちの中を雪が乾いてくいつも I'm making new words が新しい扉をのと Let's go ぶ上げたいねこら一緒にね始めた埋葬にサンシャイだWhat? Shiny? What? 待ってる閉めてジャンピングハンそれだけで明日へと進める青春のシグナル始まった時もときめきすと大事にね行くよどんなことが起こるのかならないのああSo my god days 話しようかはみです Oh yeah So from what I was saying before Oh yeah Oh yeah her I think I'll say it at the end 1 star huh yeah Oh my god I'm not losing my voice つながろえみんなつながれ Man Ruby you've grown 消えない消えない消えないのはみんな消せない消せない消せないように始まるよそれは階段なのかそれを目との階段かただ目で会えてよかったねってつのに書いてよ Man This song is so nice I still don't know the lyrics for this song, but it's okay cause it's really good. The melody. I think especially like Aqours cause their song genre, the difference between Muse and them is that Muse is like they give the pop sound, so it's like a city vibe. they give a country vibe, and I love country, like country songs, like folk songs and stuff like that, because the melody is very unique, but it's very catchy. That's why I love them, especially in second season, because they start to develop this genre that they have, and they start to own it as their own. Now that I realize, in second season, all of their, like, not all of their, but like all of the incest songs at least are like in English, except for like My Tonight. But like, damn, you can tell she really tried to like not strain Ruby's voice, because Ruby's voice in general is really high. If she goes any higher, it's at a pitch that is hard to sing it because it can lead to voice cracks. But the fact that it might not be pleasant to hear for certain people, because certain people like a soft, lower pitch voice, not too low too, like at that right pitch. I say certain, but like most people is what I'm assuming. When you see like when songs get popular, that's the usual like melody or like the pitch. Oh. This would be fitting because this is Aqours. Oh my god, it's so hot. Oh, I'm ready to eat like 3 meals in one sitting now. I haven't eaten anything properly. I love this song so much! Oh. あっちからこっちからよっこいでサンシャイン浴びたらこんでこいあっちからこっちからよっこいでサンシャイン浴びたらよってこい It's like they're like not even walking, just fly. Ah! She like peeked off. That's so cute. Oh, odore kankan. I saw it. Yeah, dine. Asayna. Odore sui sui. Odore sui sui. やったみんなでおいで知らなかったかった場所だけどよなと言って教えてこの You know what? I'm just gonna put the video for this song in both Ruby and Rico's video. You have to see the live, like I say live action, but it's just them performing like a music video live with them just singing the parts and dancing. It's so cute and I love it. That beat her. 語る言葉より夢を語る歌にしようそれならば今もずっとけない手抜きがするかな夢を語る言葉から夢を語る歌が生まれるだね広がるこの想いも大好きなメロディーもつながりだよねもう逃げないね Why do I think it's because I have a slight blocked nose. Singing together. Yo! 笑ったり笑ってもこっちがhonestly, when I hear Furiata Ai sing, it does as Ruby. It's the same for not even Nico. It's also for Hanamaru and Nico. Hanayo and Nico. They sound like they're suffering a bit, especially Hanayo's voice actor. Was it Kubota Ai? Was it? Let me check. 謎は謎だいつも前に形だ輝く I know her name is Kubota Ai? I don't know the last part. I don't know if it's I. Let me see. To think, I know the full names for each of the Muse characters, but I can't for the love of them. I did before, but now Yurika Kubo. Kubo was there. It's not Kubotai. Yurika Kubo. Like when you can tell when you see their live action performances. The first one they did for Muse and the first one they did for Aqours. Boy, it was funny. You can tell that they really tried their best, but it was their first time. So I don't really blame them. I would have been nervous as hell. But yeah, live singing and like recorded singing, like obviously it's totally different. 燃えてるまだ小さなホムラが一つになれば奇跡が生まれ Can you imagine? I bet people put Ruby as the one doing the backflip. ここまでどうなるドキドキウェイ最近すごいだよどうなれどうなる考えられたりそうだねドキドキウェイ一つになって夢の走れどうなれどうならないな悔しく Ooh! She put a little twist there. That's nice. そんなお気持ちだったみんなきっとわかるんだねできるかなはいはい欲しがる輝き君に似せるんだで新しいこと君の輝きへと見事だよ夢がイボコさてすいて見ないでおかお Man! Oh, stop hitting me with these songs. I know it's like one after the other because of season 2 setting, but goddamn. 夢をかけてみたボンダフストーリー絶対で輝いたストーリーさいいよ誰だ見たOoh! My least かな毎日にだよしうね Yo, now I'm looking forward to Hanamaru, Yoshiko and Mari's songs, like their solo concerts. Oh lord, oh good lord. Hey, bye bye. Oi, かけよう負けないで失敗だって誰もあるさあるよ言わない夢は消えない何度だって追いかけよう負けないでだってよだって力さOh! Man, I'm telling you, Love Live ending songs up here, straight up here. Can't say nothing. The ending songs are always up there, and I always be jamming to them, and I love them. Now, hit me. Let's see. Oh, they're going for different genres. They're going for totally different genres compared to what they did for their first song. So, Ruby's was very... Yeah, Ruby's... that sudden change in melody scared me. But, yeah, it's for sure. So, we can assume... we can somewhat assume... Ooh! Oh, so that's why it's 1 star. Oh. Oh. Ate. Taku da. Oh. Is this towards Daya? Oh! This might be good for the Daya Ruby fans. Oh! Really now? Oh! If you like Hinasayo, you might like this song. Oh god. Huh. I mean, depends on how you take the song. But my personal observation is that I feel like it's towards Daya. If regardless, it still works for Aqours itself. So she's like saying this for them later on to meet on in the future. Aww. That's sweet. That's actually really sweet. Oh. So that's essentially what it is. But I feel like context-wise, it makes more sense for her to say this to Daya. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's like that's the one answer for this question. It has to be for Daya. No. I'm not saying that. I think it's directed at Daya. Especially with like how she's talking about connections between each other. Like there's like stuff that used to connect us, etc. Now she's alone by herself as like, that's why this song is called 1 star. So she's like wanting to meet up with the other people. That's where it kind of becomes like, is it just I think like it was Daya, but it branched off to the other people like Daya, Kanan, and the Mari, like 3rd years basically. That song can be interpreted in at least 2 ways, I think, at best 2 or 3 ways, depending on how you see it. But what can I say? I don't know. Come on, like there's no definite answer for a song like this unless the composer is just like they bluntly say, this is what was going through my head when I made these lyrics. Then you got nothing to say. I'm being honest. We have no saying in it. If the composer says that, then what more can we say? So in regards to what I was about to say about Ruby, I've very much noticed when it comes to like her or like characters like Hanayo, Nico, Rina, and Nijigasaki. It's not Rina. It was when it was in. I noticed for them, it wasn't like for their individual parts, but more so the fact of when they did the unit songs. And it was for Azunaland. Or Azuna. The second song, I think, not the first one, the second song for their first single, I got so confused because they were doing the exact same thing that Sharon was doing with Ruby. So... This is how I found out about the Sharon thing was when I was playing the School Idol Festival song when they play like the TV size version. I say TV size because that usually intends that it's 1 minute 30 seconds at best. Sometimes they could go to like 2 minutes. That's very specific animations and series and maybe specific episodes, but in general it's usually 130 to like 120, like 1 minute 30 seconds or two, from 1 minute 20 seconds to 1 minute 30 seconds basically. That's the usual like length for a TV sized opening or ending, same thing. But for when I was listening to Sharon's, I forgot which song it was. There was that one. Was it Genki something day? I think was it that one? Probably. I think it was that one. That specific song, when they played like the first half, so it's like the TV size is usually the first half of the song. When they played that song, Ruby had so little parts compared to the other two. Usually when it comes to units, they balance it out so that they get more parts. But she had so little parts in that one. So I don't know what exactly was going on in that unit. Maybe she was having some issues singing. I don't know in detail, but like that seemed so weird because the other two had like, they sang once, twice, but then they had a specific part where only Chika and Yo were singing and Ruby was just there on the corner not doing anything. So I was just like, what on earth is going on? But the funny thing is, the same thing happened with Azuna Land, who I associate them with Sharon because of their image and stuff like that. In the second song that they do, where they talk about like, this color is this color is this, I'm pretty sure it was Shizuku who you don't hear anything about in that first part. It's fair depending because of the content of the lyrics. So I'm guessing her part came out later. I don't remember if it did or not. It probably did, but the part that I'm talking about is that they were talking about each of their specific colors. Like Setsunai is, I'm pretty sure she said red, Ayumu is pink and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they said the colors like that. I don't remember now, but it was that specific. It was about that color. The other two sang. Shizuku was the only one who didn't get to sing at all. So I'm like, what is this kind of weird separational parts? They usually have like a somewhat of a rotation, or like they give enough parts for each of them to be equally to be equal. But Sharon for sure, I noticed that Ruby's parts are less compared to the other two members. Now I don't know why, but what I'm assuming is that maybe it's because her character in general, it's one of those voices where it might get difficult to sell because of the whole tone and nature of her voice. Don't get me wrong, it's not that she's horrible at singing. It's just that it's one of those voices where it's difficult to just listen to her song over and over again on a repeat basis. Like, I feel like some people could. My criteria for this is that I would be able to it's to the point where I would be able to sleep in peace while listening to their song or something like that. That's that kind of voice that I would love to hear over and over again. Her voice will probably keep me awake. Because I don't like the semi-high pitch. To be fair, her voice isn't as high-pitched compared to Hanayo's. She sounds like she's in pain when she's singing live. Like, her voice, when you see her live, because back in the day when I was really into Muse and stuff like that, and I watched their live concert videos online. She was the one who had the most like moments where her voice would crack a bit. The others did have that moment as well, even Pyle as well. So I was like, wow, her voice cracked a lot compared to like what I thought. But Yurika Kubo was like, I could see that her voice was hurting. So it's the same for her Hanayo Kotori as well. Usually they don't, like, that's why you don't see a lot of high-pitched voice. The only exception I think is like Ogura Yui, because hers is like based on that high-pitchedness. But other than her, maybe Kukimiya, yeah, but like even her voice isn't. She could make. She doesn't have to make it that high. But like Ogura Yui is like a really good example, I guess. She's like one of the. She's from what I remember. She's like the high pitch girl. Like her characters all have like the high pitch cutesy voice. But like she's one of the. I think it's come to a point where I'm just used to her videos. So she's able. I'm just used to it. So I'm just like, she's able to pull it off. So I'm not really. I don't really care. Like I love most of her songs, but Ruby, I can see that in Love Live, they really cater to like the popularity. Like there's a reason why they have popularity polls for like each of the characters and stuff like that. So they try to. I think what they're trying to do is, I think they try and inadvertently kind of like give more pots to the more popular people that people want to like listen, or like where their CD sales are higher. That's why they have like the solo albums as well. So it makes it even more clear on who they should focus on when it comes to songs. But because of that, I don't 100% really like that. I see why they would do that. As a company that has to make profit, as a company that has to gain something from like making these, it makes sense for them to go that route. But as someone who likes to see like all of them like together and like all the group equally getting like their pots, it's not even it's just really really sad to see like I don't even like, it's not that she's like my bias or anything. I like her as a character. But then like it just goes out for like the other people who are like fans of or like have Ruby as their bias. And there's a tremendous amount of people, especially because they like Furihata Ai. Who are these? Like who's 17 people here? Let me just refresh this. How many people have hated this now? I'm looking at Rico. 17, 18. And Ruby? 15. Man, you people are harsh. I bet you maybe the same 15 people here, like the 15 people in Ruby also went to Rico's, like 15 people like this as well. Man. But yeah, that's just what I saw when I was playing the game, because they were doing like they were putting out a lot of events, and then you had to play the Sharon, like the unit songs a lot. When I played Sharon's song, I just looked, and then because I was listening and I was looking at the dance part, and I was like, why is Ruby like barely singing in this one? She does sing once, but then she sings less compared to the other two. So I was like wondering if she sings more in the second part of like in the full song. She doesn't sing that, like she doesn't have like a solo part either. Because usually that's the case, they kind of like make it up at the end, but like they don't even do that. So I'm just like, huh? But then like other groups like Guilty Kiss and Azalea, like it's somewhat equal. So I thought there were two reasons. One was that maybe she herself had some kind of issue with like performing those kind of songs, because then they have to sing those songs. If she has more parts, it might put a strain on her voice, because the character itself is very hard to sing constantly at that kind of pitch, and it might lead to a lot of voice cracks, which might be very embarrassing to do on live. Secondly was that they just did it on purpose, because a lot of people would be more catered to focusing on Chika and Yo, like their voices. But yeah, that was my take on that. I hope you enjoyed that. I shall see you in the next video. Ciao.